The wedding is not something that I want to do.
I don't need you to tell me no right now. It's not fair of you to give me a no.
You can't make 1 + 1 = 3.
Watch
we're
me.
fundamentally.
Hey guys, today we're talking Love is Blind.
Season
6, episodes 10, 11.
9?
Turn that 6 upside down.
There you go.
That's what we got. That's what we got. He had it right. He just had it upside down.
There you go. Because it's all about the numbers.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
All about the numbers.
Meg would be like, yep, 6 is a good one.
Yeah.
All right,
she didn't tell us what 9 was, though. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting because,
I looked it up.
Okay.
It's not ours.
We're not starting with them. We're starting with Annie and Nick.
There you go. And I'm back, everybody.
Yeah, Billy's back.
Yes. Hey, Warren, great job, brother.
Yeah.
Thanks for stepping in for me.
Yeah. All right, Annie and Nick. These guys.
Yeah. Dude,
I thought this was like a broken record because
Oh my goodness, so did he.
Dude, Netflix spent way too much time on this intro with those two, man. Like her just saying the same crap, and she's a horrible drunk, man.
I think
the
that
worst
was the
drunk
point.
ever. Yeah.
It's like they're editing. This
I just
is
like
the
wanted to fast
edited
forward.
version of it.
Oh, I know. This is horrible. You know,
How long did that actually take?
talk about low self-esteem, especially when she's drunk, man. I was like, dude, she needs some good counseling. She needs to get to love herself and then go find a relationship. She ain't ready for marriage. She ain't ready for a relationship.
She talked herself right out of that
she
relationship.
did. Big time.
I need you to be happy here, in this moment with me.
I'm happy. I'm here. I'm in this moment with you. What more do you want?
I literally thought I accidentally hit the back button or something. And I was like, am I replaying this?
Right.
Yeah.
Because they just kept going round and round.
Did you see his face? He thought the same thing.
Oh, yeah. He was
Annie wants Nick's soul, okay?
yeah, she does, yeah. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that's like she wants to love for anything less at this point. Because he's like giving her everything, you know? He was like, she was like, but I just don't feel like you're there for me. He's like, I took 5 hours out of my day to come to your shop. He's like, how's that not love?
She's like, I'm doing everything for you.
She said she needs more confirmation. He's like, I'm just trying to eat this chalupa. Some poor guy is trying to eat a Taco Bell or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And according to his social media, evidently he is a chalupa enthusia, though. So that's where somebody posted that. Yeah, so that's funny.
Didn't know there was such a thing. But.
That's right.
We should
Chalupa
be eating
enthusiast.
chalupas right now.
There you go. That's right.
But and then later on, he's just like, the wedding's not something I can do.
Yeah, and I don't blame the dude, man. I mean, now granted, nobody really liked the guy a lot. You know, he was kind of douchey in the beginning, but at this point, I feel you, Nick. I mean, it's like, you can't, she is just so needy and so clingy and like nothing you do is good enough. And like I said, she needs some therapy. She needs to love herself first. And yeah, I don't blame this guy at all.
So I do think she talked herself out of this relationship. There is maybe I'm still on the reserves here that he might be gay. And I'm not the only one. There's lots of comments about it. People think that. And I don't think he thinks that himself. I think he's lying to himself about it. And maybe I'm just reading that completely wrong. So maybe that's why he's ending it. But there's no way he can continue with the way she is.
No.
Well, when it has to do with gay, I think it has to do with Annie.
Exactly.
Right. Well, some people might argue that he was always going to end it. And then she does make that comment. She's like, was this your plan all along? You were just going to string me along and end it? And he's like, no.
Yeah, he was like, I actually do love you, but you're just being a freaking psychopath here. So,
oh, man. But, I mean, I kind of felt for him in the moment when he's trying to break it off because he's being very clear and concise.
And he's being nice
There's
about
no
it.
gray area. He's not being rude. And she's like, no, I don't accept that.
He's like, you can't make 1 + 1 = 3. Watch me. And I was like, this chick, man.
Yeah, she's like, you need to reconsider.
Yeah.
He's like,
I'm not going to do it.
You can't make me. It's like, I'm not trying to make you.
He's like, but I'm done here. She's like, no, you're not, Nick. You're not done. I'm just like, this poor guy.
Yeah.
The wedding is not something that I want to do.
I don't need you to tell me no right now.
Yeah.
Here's the deal, though. Why is he's saying I love you still? Because he doesn't seem like he really does.
I wouldn't say that he doesn't love her, but I mean, I just...
That's not
he
love,
did say
man.
something
Come on.
along the lines of, I still have love for you.
Yeah,
I
something
mean, he
like
was
that.
saying I love you, but at some point he's like, just because we're not going to get married or whatever, I still have love for you.
And they didn't steer the conversation like, okay, is timing the issue? Do we need to put it off? It's just it's done.
Kind of like we saw with another couple later, right?
Yeah.
And she got on her phone, and I was like, that was kind of driving me crazy. But I get she's trying to just get it together.
Yeah.
And I guess she's just texting away, but and he tried to have patience with that too, but he does call it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He did, and she did say, look, it's gonna take me a second. You just flipped my whole world upside down. I love the fact that she says she didn't see it coming or anything like that, but I'm like, you literally, this whole thing is caused by you having doubts of him loving you, but yet you didn't see this coming.
Yeah, but guys,
so
last
do you have doubts
week
or do you not?
he was perfect. So much for perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I don't blame him.
No, I don't either, unfortunately.
I like Annie though.
She's
Annie. My kind of
I like
psycho.
sober Annie.
She's my kind of psycho.
Yeah. Dude, you couldn't deal with that stuff for a second, man.
No,
you could not deal with that for a second.
Sweet but psycho, yeah.
You don't like the needy.
You be playing Xbox for 5 minutes and she'd be like, "You don't love me."
I don't know, but I thought
I know you can.
You couldn't handle that,
she
bro.
was cool, man.
You
but
could not handle that.
No.
it just turned so quick, though.
Yeah, and she wasn't really like that when she was sober. I mean, it's really just drunk, Annie.
Yeah. Well, no, because she wasn't drunk when he was breaking it off with her, and she was still being that way.
True.
So I mean, she's worse when she's drunk.
Well, that's broken up.
But,
that's being broken up with. You go a whole different level of psycho when you're getting broken up.
Yeah, evidently.
Yeah, so did you guys vote that they were going to get married?
No.
Sure didn't.
I voted nobody was going to get married.
That's
Now,
what I
didn't
said
know
too.
everybody. Now, these last couple episodes might have changed my mind with one or two couples, but up until this point, man, I was like, nah.
Yeah, and I did pull the numbers before this episode aired.
Yeah.
And 19% thought they were going to get married, and 81 said no.
Well, the 19 is wrong.
Yeah, they're dead wrong.
Unless Annie can force him down the aisle, which she will try.
You didn't think I could do it, did you, Nick?
Well, let's move on to Joe and Madison.
Oh, yeah.
Another interesting one.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's the word. Yeah.
I like how Joe asks her if he's got anything up his nose. Joe, she can't see, man. This is the wrong girl to ask.
Better go get somebody else.
Pull out your phone
man.
or something. Come on.
Yeah, when they met the mom and everything, and the mom was like, "You better not," what she said, like, "You better not freaking back out on my daughter," or something like that. And I was like, "Well, that's hanging in well."
Yeah, well, I thought what was interesting about this is Joe brings up this mailing analogy. He's like, the last relationship didn't last. I had the stamp on the envelope, just couldn't put it in the mailbox. And I was thinking, that's probably what's going to happen here, too.
Yeah.
This guy, like, he can't get to the altar. He can't do it.
And here's why. He is not super physically attracted to her. I mean, you could tell this whole time.
He doesn't want to say it.
He does not want to say
it,
but that is exactly what it is. He don't want to say, "Girl, I think you're fat." He just doesn't want to say that. And in my eyes, she's not, dude. It's like, but for him, you could tell that's what he's thinking. And I'm like, dude,
he said it.
He
did say it.
He did,
early on.
he did. Exactly.
He said he normally goes for skinnier girls or smaller
and that's
girls.
what
He didn't call her fat, but
and
he
he
did.
ain't gonna say it, but that's what he can't get past.
Well, I don't think that's the only thing. He was in a relationship for 5 years. For 5 years. And set the date, had the invitations and couldn't mail them.
Yeah,
there is a commitment issue with this guy.
No doubt.
And the fact that she's not 100% as tight, there's no way he was ever.
And he likes to try to laugh stuff off a lot of times.
Yeah.
It's like
He's
He
awkward.
can't keep it. Even when he's being kind of cold, he's got this little smirk, and I'm like,
exactly.
bro, what are you doing?
yeah, oh yeah,
I think that's just his coping mechanism, but it comes
yeah,
off
I think
very
it is.
creepy
Absolutely.
and like.
and very just jerky-ish.
She's
like-
crying, he's smiling. I'm what's happening?
And you can see he's trying to keep it together too. And I'm just like, dude, you're not. I was like, what are
But
you doing, bro?
he doesn't set off the ick barometer.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Sure.
Mom, you gotta adjust that thing.
A barometer beyond.
Your egg barometer is broke.
So, I mean, Joe's getting the tux tried on, and he
Oh,
gets
my goodness.
this freaks. The
dude
tying,
bolts,
maybe
man.
the tying was just too much.
I felt so bad for the girl, the employee at the shop.
Oh yeah.
Tie and pattern.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's
Do
do
you
it.
want to try on pants just for size?
No, we're good.
How she's like, do you want to? He's like, yeah, just get rid of it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
He's like, no, I don't like that color. No, nobody. Nah, I'm out.
She's like, what about the pants? No.
And all the guys are like, what just happened? We're like, even his boys are like, what's going on with Joey?
He left without even telling his friends.
Yeah, he just bolted, man.
Like it was
like-
Jordan. He's looking at one of Joe's buddies. He's like, did Joe leave? He's like, did he? Did he? He's in the truck.
Like that dude sitting on his truck.
Dang.
He couldn't even tell her why, though.
No.
What kind of
Because
chicken crap is this?
again, because he didn't want to say it.
It's just not right.
Such a gentleman.
Yes.
It's just not right.
That's a gentleman. That's
I mean,
it.
when you know, you know.
Not telling
And
her
when
how
you
he
don't, you
feels.
don't. That's a Taylor Swift lyric. Thank you.
But
there
he
you go.
can't even console her.
No. Can't
And
console.
you
Can't
can
give
just
her a
tell
hug.
he thinks about hugging her.
He does this.
And then
Yeah,
it's
no,
like, nah, I can't touch you.
Well, and this is another example of her. Like, I think when Warren was here, he brought it up how she was crying in the corner in Cabo, you know, and like looking for him to come, like I'm
trying to
crying.
console
And
her,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
are you going to come comfort me? You know, and
Right.
she was.
He's
in
like,
the
I'm
same way.
sleeping.
And at this point, she's sitting right in front of him. And she's like, you're not doing anything about this.
But-
Like, I'm dying here on the inside, and you're not. You just like you don't care. And it's like, first of all, why do you care if he doesn't care? He just broke up.
Right,
with
and
you.
when that's the thing too, and he's probably thinking, if I try to hug her, is it gonna piss her off because I just broke up with her? You know, so it's
I don't
like
know if it piss her
it's
off,
like, how
but
do you
I don't
handle
think
that
he wants
situation,
to like
Give her
make
false
it.
hope.
I don't
Yeah.
think he wants to make it harder
No.
than what it already is.
But I will say, kudos to her for the way she handled it at the end. When
Yeah.
she's like, "Look, dude, you know, I still appreciated this experience. You know, I'll still be a place in my heart for you, and this and that." And I was like, "Well, that's
classy.
Man, it's very classy of her, no doubt."
Now, but he still is. He's. You could tell he doesn't want to say the reason for
Oh, yeah,
camera.
but
Maybe
you
it's
could-
for himself. Maybe it's
But he
for her.
does.
I don't really know. But he's still being pretty cold
He's very
said
cold
Oh, yeah.
at the end with
No
the
doubt.
camera.
he feels relieved, and he would have just been miserable. That's pretty messed up.
And he said it. He didn't just say it like, I hate to say these words. He said it like with meaning and intent.
Oh yeah, it's a matter of fact, yeah.
Doesn't matter. Like, and it was.
He was like, "Whoo, guys,
And the
that was
editing
close."
was perfect because it was like right after she was just like, my whole world is broken. And I'm relieved. And
I dodged a bullet. I'm out of this.
I was like,
Thank
dang.
God.
It got a lot harder to picture wedding, having kids, families. You know, I would have been miserable.
I mean, like, I'm glad she didn't hear it in that moment, but she's gonna see it.
She saw it now.
And that reunion's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Here's the thing, though, but she was trying on the dress, so I really feel for her because
Yeah.
how
No
can you
doubt.
have that moment where you're like looking at yourself in the mirror, seeing yourself in that dress? That's magical, and then I don't know how much longer it was. Maybe the next day you're dealing with.
Well,
this.
and this was another thing. She made the comment. She's like, "Why did you let me go try on the dress?" And he had said that it kind of hit him while he was doing.
Yeah.
Did they not do that at the same time? Because like, or was she not understanding that? Because like, I assume that when they're doing the dress thing,
I don't think they're
the
doing
tux
it at the
thing.
same time.
Maybe not.
Yeah,
They
who
make it
knows?
look that
Who
way,
knows?
but I
Yeah,
doubt
But
it.
who knows? Yeah.
So you think she at that point in time had the impression that he already knew and still let her go try on the
Right.
dress. And if that's the case, then that is real shitty.
Well, what else is real shitty is he had sex with her, right?
Oh yeah.
Multiple times.
So,
Yeah.
like, why are you having
And he
sex with
likes
her?
that stuff.
yeah.
Right. He's like, I love our cuddle time and touching you and
But
this
you're
and
not
that,
my
you know?
person.
But you're not. Yeah. But you're not the one for me.
So why did Joe have sex with her and go to this point?
He's
Was it a light bulb moment? Like
Nah, dude,
he
he's-
says it or what?
I think he got himself in too deep and
Mm-hmm.
he just couldn't. So what's her name that broke up with Patrick? She didn't go to Cabo. She didn't go to Mexico. She's like, there's no way that's gonna work for me.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
she
That was too much even for her.
She couldn't
Right.
even do that. She couldn't
Kacie.
fake it that far.
Or Kelsey or whatever.
I
her name
think
is.
he was trying to fake it till he made it at least to the altar and get to the point to the altar to like.
Well, and I'm sure
complete
the show puts pressure on them.
I'm sure.
Oh, I'm
they
sure
do,
it
yeah.
does. Yeah.
But I think as soon as I mean, I'm sure he had his doubts when he met her, like when the
Oh
initial
yeah. You could tell he did.
physical meeting. But then in Cabo, he probably played in his mind a couple times until that drunk argument. And at that point in time, I think his mind was made up.
Maybe. Either way, it was a douchey move, man, for him.
Yeah.
to-
So
because at that point, if his mind was made up then, he should have just ended it then, and but
and this one kind of surprised me because 99% said no.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So people saw this.
Were you that 1%?
Nah, I don't think so.
Who was the 1%?
I know, right?
Did Madison go on there and like?
Right.
She's like, this is happening. What about Anton and Ally? She's concerned about his drinking. She's quizzing him on all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff. Where did the beer go? Where did the tequila go?
And then this dude is just acting a fool at this
Yeah.
point because she's like, especially when she asked about tequila, he was like,
I'll go check the fridge.
yeah, let me go check. Already knowing damn well that he drank it all. So I'm just like, come on, dude, just be
Yeah.
a man and fess up to it. Be like, yeah, I drink a lot. What do you want? I'm Russian. You know what I mean? So,
We had one commenter say that the beer, he's like, that's not
yeah.
drinking
That's
for a
just- nah, it's
Russian.
just water for Russian. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, is that a concern, the way he is drinking?
Oh, it would be for anybody, I think.
I think
yeah.
it is.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
definitely a concern for her.
Yeah.
And she's tried to address it multiple times. I do like how she brings it up and addresses it. She's not very attacking. She could be a little firmer with it because I think he kind of like glosses over a lot of it.
Yeah.
But she also doesn't really back off when he gives her a bogus answer. She's like, no, there was 6 in there. You can't just have 2. 6 minus 2, there'd be 4.
I had like 1 or 2. You had some.
He's like, yeah, my friend came over. You know, we had like 4, and then he's like, yeah, I took 1 each day.
I'm like, you drank 1. Yeah. Like, bro, your math is not adding up at all, man.
There was 2 over here, 50. I don't know.
And she shouldn't let it go. You know, at that point.
But we had a couple. What's wrong with that?
Well, and here's the thing. She's already freaking, conscious about it because of what that other chick told him about. He goes out and parties all the time with his buddy and goes to strip clubs and all that. And now here he is, like, drinking them out of house and home and all their alcohol, So I'm like, it's
the rubbing alcohol. Jeez.
Is the Listerine still in the bathroom?
Yeah.
I drank that last night. But
we were out of tequila. I had to go for something.
Get that Listerine.
Well, he's like, hey, that's my norm. He's like, is your norm like not clean up after yourself? She's like, yep. And I was like,
is your normal work week like you not cleaning up after yourself, you not doing your laundry? And
Yes.
She's like, not giving up on that.
That's my norm.
I actually love these 2, and I did change my vote after these episodes.
After these episodes, yeah, same here. I did, but I mean,
although the drinking could be an issue, I do think she can.
Well, but he did say, "Look, if you want me to go a couple weeks without drinking, I'll prove I can do that." So,
but can he? And did she say yes? Let's do that.
Because they ended up having freaking champagne on the sled. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the mom is there for the tux fitting, and supposedly she's the first one, right, to drop in there.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there anything of note when they're trying on their dresses? Anything stand out?
Yeah, same old.
Same old.
I mean, Joe made it special, like with that whole scene of him walking out. Yeah. We're all typically bored with these, but nope, that brought that scene to life a little bit. Yeah. I did like. I liked all the women's dresses. Really, maybe not Sparkle Meg's.
But I mean,
I liked the other dresses for sure.
Yeah, I mean, they're dresses.
The timeless dress, like I don't know, they look really good.
Yeah, that's what they call it. But well, I mean, yeah, like I said, I was no on these 2, but then after these last couple episodes, and after after they met the parents and all that good stuff, and they met with the mom, and the mom was like, when the mom was saying the stuff she was saying, he was like, "I love you,"
and she's like, "Well, this is not something me and my mom actually agree on."
Yeah, right. He's like, "Nope, your mom's right. Your mom's right. You need to clean up your stuff."
Yeah, because mom was saying that you need to sit at home and wait for him. You don't go out without you don't go out without him, and like if you're at home, you're at home, and you do the dishes and the clean. She's like, "Yeah, I don't know." I mean,
yeah, you got to bring that up to her too, not just him. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So after all that, and then after the sled ride and seeing how long they get well, how well they get along, I'm kind of changing my tune on those 2.
Yeah, I'm back and forth on these 2, but I mean, people voted 17 no, 83 or what? 17 yes, 83 no. So
really?
I'm kind of 50-50 on these guys.
Yeah, I think it's about where I'm at now too. I'm about 50-50 on them. I mean, I could see.
I think they do. I will officially change my vote on.
But they haven't really solved the drinking or anything.
They haven't.
Yeah. Well, we haven't seen it. They have anyway.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I mean, maybe he did agree to cut down, and you just have 1 beer after work now. Who knows? They haven't told us. So.
Yeah. Moving on to Jordan and Megan.
Yeah.
And they meet with his parents now, and his parents say 10% love, 90% commitment. That's how you do it.
I mean,
do you agree with that?
When I heard it hit home a little bit to me. So yeah. I mean, I'd probably give a little bit more to love, but commitment's a big part of it.
Oh yeah, communication, man.
And even
that's part of the commitment, I guess. Communication is a big part.
Communication is probably about the biggest part.
Well, and Anton brings this up too. He's like, "Hey, 2 people committing make it work. One person, no."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And I liked what Anton was saying about that. But then she was like, "Yeah, but where do you realize, that you're walking that line of, I know this isn't going to work, but I'm going to commit to it anyway." Or
I feel like that.
But
conversation.
is that a red flag?
Maybe, well, I don't know, because he kind of, when he came back at her, she was like, okay, and she was happy with his answer, right? So
I feel like that conversation should have been had in front of Nick and Annie.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Takes 2 people.
Well, apparently she meets Luca off camera, and it goes very well.
Yeah. Here's the thing about Jordan. When I will say, most the shots that Jordan's in with him, he never looks like he's happy. He's always just sitting there with a serious look on his face. Even when
he's the life of the. He's like the funny guy. He's supposed to be.
Even when they were there with the parents and everything, he just sitting there with this solid look on his face, and then every now and then he'll make a joke or laugh or smile, and then he's right back to serious face. And I'm just
tired.
Yeah, he's tired all the time. I guess that's it.
Tired.
I guess he's just tired all the time.
He can't be on all the time.
But I've noticed that about him. Like most of the time, he's on camera. Even with her, he's not. He's just is very serious, like almost. His face. I'm just like, man, does this dude really want to be here or not?
Well, we don't get a lot from them these 2 episodes until kind of close to the end.
Yeah.
We find out she's into numerology, especially when it comes to the house, and he's kind of like, you're not going to buy a house based on the number or something like that. Like, why are you even looking at it? In my mind, but
right. Exactly.
She's like, well, it is a consideration.
He's like, all right,
don't discount
he's like, all right, fair enough. All right, fair enough.
Can we change the number on the house?
And for some reason, this dude don't want to talk about work. He's like,
No.
I've been there all day. Don't want to come home and talk more about this thing.
I had to dive deeper to figure out what does this guy do? Because he's so tired.
Yeah, I get it.
So tired. He's a service manager. I don't know for what, but he also started his own business, and then he's actually written a children's book.
Oh, I did see that.
Luca.
I did see that children's book thing. Yeah.
But he's a service manager, which is, I guess he does say he talks to people all day, which, yeah, I get it.
Well, she requires more stimulation.
Yeah.
So need more input. She's like
And
the
his
robot,
response
you know?
was,
No, verbal stimulation.
yeah. His response to that was, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, you need to give me more than 1-word answers. And then he starts giving her 1-word answers. I don't know if that's intentional or what,
Yeah.
but the tension is starting to rise here during this
But you know
conversation.
what?
But then it kind of simmers back
I
down,
know.
and then he's making her laugh a little
Well,
bit.
I do like how she brings it up. It doesn't like boil over.
Right.
Yeah.
And she kind of brings it down, but he kind of like starts bringing it up a little bit. But, it's an interesting dance.
They both get their thoughts across.
Mm-hmm.
And then it doesn't get heated.
Yeah.
They talk to each other respectfully the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
The only part that really kind of like got off the rails, I wouldn't even say off the rails, a little bit, was when she said, I hear you. And he's like, I don't think you do.
Yeah, and I think
Right.
she does hear him then.
Yeah.
And she's tired of hearing him being tired.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I think when he says, I don't think you do, it's like, I think she does, right? I think she does understand, but she's still, it's a two-way street, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you want her to give a little bit, then you need to give a little bit too, and even if you don't feel like talking every now and then, talk anyway,
But he could be tired forever, he said.
That's right. He's like, I don't know, I'm
He
tired
said
forever.
that through, he was fighting tears, and he's like, I can be tired forever. Like, I think he truly believes he may
They're
be
wearing
tired.
me out.
Oh, yeah.
And he said he can't come back from work and have abrasive conversations. And she does come off a little abrasive sometimes. I mean, I wouldn't even say abrasive is the right word, but
Kind of demanding a little bit, I guess.
bit.
But
she's not rude about it. She's
no,
not
she's
mean
not.
about it, and she doesn't have a tone or a volume that's disrespectful. But it does put him in a little position to be in defense. He's on defense, and he doesn't want to come home and like defend himself.
I still feel there's some tension there about the money, though.
Yeah.
It
Well,
creeps up every now and then.
And here's the thing
Her
too.
boat's bigger.
Well, and here, yeah, exactly. He's like, and her boat has more time than his, right? She's
Yeah.
out, she's out playing tennis, and she's traveling to Aspen and doing X, Y, and Z, and all this cool stuff. And she's like, and I'd like you to do that with me too. And he's like,
When?
you realize, first of all, I don't have the time to do that stuff, right? But number two, there's kids involved. When we have kids, how do you expect that to work? He's like, when you got kids, it's about them. It ain't about just blasting off the Aspen with your friends.
She
and
makes the
doing
comment
this, so.
that I expect compromise to be a situation, but not a whole utter lifestyle change. And I'm like, you're going from a no kid situation to a parental situation. That's a lifestyle
That is a
change.
total
And
lifestyle
you signed up
change.
for it.
But he
Exactly.
doesn't have custody all of the time, and they can travel, and she can watch the kid probably for a
But
week.
he's
Tired,
tired.
Josh. He ain't got-
I'm just saying. I mean, this probably can be worked out.
Yeah.
And I hope they can work it out.
I hope they can too.
Yeah. And this is exactly why I said I don't think they should get married. I think they will work because I think the way they communicate with each other and how respectful they are with each other, that they can work through that if they truly love each other. But it's going to take time and adjustment. And I don't think that they should be getting married until they figure that out.
But I did like when he said, she was like, look, I'm just used to this lifestyle. And he's like, yeah, and so are all those rich guys you dated before.
Yeah.
And that didn't work out so well, did it? And then she just kind of grinned.
She had a smirk, though, like, well, just like this one's going to be too. But I really hope it works out because, guys, this is the season's only hope.
Yeah, pretty much.
It really is.
And you can look, and it's like 49 to 51, still a no. No one is thinking anyone's getting married. This is the first time I think we've seen this.
Yeah, it is. Now, these
They
two
are the closest people.
Yeah, these are the closest in my book that are going to be a yes, and Ally and Anton are kind of on the line for me. But, yeah, these two now at this point, before everybody was no at this point, if anybody's going to get married in my mind, it's going to be these two, and then maybe Ally and Anton.
Well, I always said I think they should work out and that they will work out, but I don't think they should get married.
Right, at least or maybe not until later.
Yeah,
right?
maybe not this soon.
After she's had more time to be kind of putting the other steps.
And maybe
on
they'll
and
say
all
that. I don't know.
She's met Luca once. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then and now she's talking about going to Aspen and playing tennis and 10 o'clock on a Wednesday. And that's, can't do that.
No. And golf. She golfs too. She does all kinds.
Well, let's get to the last couple, Kalybriah and Edmond.
Oh, boy.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Edmond. This cat, man. I love how she calls him out. Like, dude, when you're not on camera, you're doing X, Y, and Z, and but when you're on camera, you're trying to act like this.
Well, that gives us some clarity too, because sometimes it's a little misjointed into the stuff she's saying, and we're like, oh, I didn't really see that, and she's like, look,
I mean, he is.
Make it clear here.
She's about to tell her story, and there better not be any interruptions.
That's right. But he is so childish, man. She's like, I need you to grow up, and I can't make you grow up, And it's like, yeah, no kidding, man. Dude definitely needs to grow up.
She also wants a good apology.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't agree with her on that. Like,
he just wants her to say something nice.
Someone who never gets an apology, like, you really should not just bank your life on that.
Shouldn't be demanding one.
I think I'm in the minority here, but I'm kind of with Edmond. I haven't seen this girl do much for this guy. He's doing a lot, I think. Yeah. And she says, I don't want to be interrupted, constantly interrupting him.
She was constantly interrupting him later.
Now, she does apologize, and I do give her credit for that. Mm-hmm. But what is she doing in this relationship?
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's being one way on camera and one way off. I don't see that. So
he wasn't disagreeing.
I'm not sure if I'm just going to take her word for it.
And then later he did come out and say, "You're right. In the car, I did do X, Y, and Z, and I did do that." So obviously she wasn't lying when she said all that stuff.
I feel like I get the impression that she puts him through tests.
Yeah,
she puts him in a situation like expects him to fail in what she wants from him. So she puts him in these situations for him to do that. But also, I didn't like how she did apologize for it later, how I think she cursed him.
Yeah, cursed at him when they were sitting on that edge. She called him a bitch. Yeah,
she was ready to throw the
I've seen more worse from her than him, honestly.
But she said, and now you got me.
Well, except for the crying over the sex thing. That was...
that was bad. Yeah. But she's like, now you're getting me out of my character. And I'm like, I don't know, like, what people mean by that. Like, you're getting me... If she's getting to that point, is that not part of her character? Like, how do you get someone out of
what she's
character?
basically saying is, I haven't been that person in a long time, and I don't want to go back to being that person, right?
Yeah.
You're dragging that person out of me that I don't want to be, that I've worked hard on not being. So I get what she's saying there.
Yeah, and I get that, because, like, I guess when you're around different people, you behave differently, and she didn't like being that person, and he's
what else I didn't like? She said she has big dreams, sees a lot of potential in him. I'm like, you gotta love this guy for what he is right now, not for what he could be.
That's true. When she said potential, I was like, oh, you never marry someone for their potential. Like,
yeah, like,
but she did
you gotta love the guy now for what he is.
But she did tell him flat out, look, this right here, like this, you now apologizing to me with the flowers and all this.
It's a real man.
Not looking at your phone, not going to sitting on the couch, but actually sitting down, looking me in the face and talking to me. She's like, that's what a man should do. That's what I expect. This is what kind of that I saw in my mind when we were in the pods that I envisioned. And that I can agree with that, right? If you're in love with somebody and you're gonna talk to them, then you be intentional about it. You don't look at your phone. You don't go sit on the couch. You sit down with them and have a good conversation.
Look, he's been rubbing her feet. They haven't been kissing. Like, is she just going through the motions? This is fake love. She's going through the experiment. This ain't a real thing.
Yeah, it seems that way to an extent.
Things for him the way he is doing things. Now, granted, there are a lot of things that she's valid to be upset about with him and the way he behaves, but he does show effort at times and whatever, and we have not seen any of that.
And then at the end there, it seems like they were having a good time rollerblading. He was teaching how to rollerblade.
I guess that was an effort. She's met him in his world on that.
Well, wow.
Yeah, that's something.
With those,
she gets no credit.
Those like Fisher Price.
Well, you gotta do something on the show, right? You can't just be bitching at him the entire time.
She's like, fine, I'll go out on these rollerblades.
But I can see both sides of it. I mean, he's very, very childish, and at the same time, you haven't seen really much effort as far as her actually doing anything for him.
Right.
So
And then she says,
and maybe it's hard for her to do based on what she's seen. I don't know. But,
yeah, and she does say it, like she says that she loves him, and I hate when he apologizes. Like he started with this last one to actually do a genuine apology, but then he jumps straight back into the I love you, I do love you, I do love you. Like that's basically all he has to say about anything. Is like, yeah, I know that we're not getting along, but I love you. So like,
well, and we
know that's only 10%.
She says she doesn't have much patience, and I can see that, and that's why I don't think they're good together, regardless.
And
I think he does need someone.
You called that from the pods.
Yeah, but although she did say, look, I appreciate this, though, because you're helping my patients grow, so you're making me a better person through this.
That's part of the experiment.
That's right.
Yeah, but that should, I mean, this is like, I don't know, that's not a marriage.
No, they absolutely 1,000% should not get married.
What's the poll say on this one?
I don't know, but...
You don't know?
You knew all the rest of them, Josh.
She keeps bringing up the Western theme. That's a big deal to her. Like her going out and getting the Western theme.
He wasn't willing to go himself.
Yeah.
So. He didn't have the time. He was tired too.
Yeah. Well, then evidently the crew told him and told the guys that the bachelor party is going to be a Western theme, and he was pissed off about that. Like, nope, not going to do it. So, yeah, I don't know, man.
But I just got the poll numbers. And 6% said yes.
What?
94% said no.
I
don't know.
Here's the thing.
Hope. There is hope.
I mean,
no.
If these two were ever,
they have a higher percentage than Joe and Madison.
Dude, if these two were ever gonna make it, man, they'd have to keep dating for a long time, go through like dating counseling, marriage counseling, whatever, before they could ever get married. Because, no,
they just aren't right for each other.
Well, she's driving the snowmobile, and then they get hot cocoa, which that's a beautiful moment. And then, now they even have gold hot cocoa cups or something. Like, man, they're busting out all the stuff.
Oh yeah.
So it was kind of cool, but she wasn't.
It was. I sensed that when they got off the snowmobile, she's like, "I'm gonna go get a hot chocolate."
I was like,
okay, that was.
Go get that hot chocolate.
I was like, okay, and then he just didn't say anything. And then when he sat down, and then she's like, "Don't help me," or whatever. And I was like, okay, so something's going on here. I sense tension.
I mean, it was a good last conversation, and then the roller skating. But I just wonder if I'm watching her go through an experiment more than potentially falling in love.
Yeah.
No, there's no way she's going to say yes.
No.
I mean, they would need to date for much longer and work out all the kinks in their relationship to make this work at all.
Yeah, and I kind of would like to see these two with different people and see how that goes, but they got each other.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's going to end with like, this was a good experiment. We both grew from this. And I'm like, that's not what I'm here for. It's not what I'm here for.
Right.
So where are we at here? We think just one couple's getting married?
One maybe two.
One maybe.
Yeah, one maybe two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denver be rough, man.
And what I will say, what I did appreciate, like the previews for the next upcoming ones didn't really ruin anything, right? They didn't show us a whole lot.
Well,
I won't tell you.
Well, Anton pops the bubbly, right? I think so.
Yeah, well, that's what ruined it for me.
Okay.
All so I kind of think that they do.
Maybe he's like, we're not getting married, but we got
But I got my booze, baby.
Hey, that's true. That is true.
He's like, can't let a good thing go to waste.
That's right.
Yeah, he's drinking either way. So.
Exactly. Yeah, it don't matter. Yeah, whether they get married or not, he's drinking. Hey man,
like you're drinking sadness, happiness.
It's time to go to the strip club, boys.
What if that's the deal? She says like, okay, we'll get married, but we can't drink on our wedding day. And he'll be like, ugh.
Yeah. Well,
who knows?
I mean, an interesting episode. I was kind of surprised to see Nick bow out early, and then not too far Joe does. So
yeah.
I mean,
I really wasn't surprised, but
back to the Nick thing. I mean, he could have gone to the altar and taken her all the way through the altar, and said no. But like, he didn't drag it out.
Couldn't handle it.
I don't know.
But he loves her.
Was it more of a respect for her or himself,
right,
to get out early? Because, I guess it's probably a little bit of both, because a lot of times these couples who they kind of already know going into that day, it's not necessarily a surprise for them.
Right.
If they're going to say no, they agree that they're going to say no. Not all the time, and maybe he thought there's no way she's going to agree for that. So like this will blindside her, and he didn't want to deal with that.
All right, folks. So there you have it. That is episodes 10 and 11 down. We're going to have episode, 12, I guess, the next one, right? The finale. That'll be out. We'll put that a little bit late on Sundays. There's some stuff going on around here. But hey, guys, we love doing this. Please tell us what you thought about these episodes. We love talking to you guys about this stuff. Hit that like, subscribe, and we will check y'all in our next review.